I have no idea about this guy, but I was like, well, it's a dude.
Dick.
His name is Dick. And then in 1954, the first mass inoculation of children against polio with Jonas Salk's vaccine began in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then in 1975, there was an energy crisis in the U.S. So daylight savings time started 2 months early, February 23rd instead of April.
What?
I know, right?
Okay.
So they wouldn't have to use the lights at night.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
I know. I'm literally like, what? What's just happened? And then our number one hit of the week, banger of the week, is Ja Rules featuring Ashanti, Always on Time. And I can hear it in my head, and I am not going to sing it right now, but just know that when I post it on Instagram, I am bopping along.
Bopping. Okay. So, as we're getting into this week's episode, Nicole clearly did not have time to do any research.
Yeah.
She was busy.
This week brought to you by Cena.
This week's going to be brought to you by Cena. And Cena had this brilliant idea. Nicole and I are not experts on anything.
Nothing. We researched literally almost every episode we have.
Yes.
Whether it's a heavy episode or a light one.
Yeah. And, well, when we do these research episodes, we are not authorities on them.
Yeah.
There may be mistakes. And so we've decided we're going to simplify things. And when we do our research episodes, this is public domain.
Yeah.
This is public platform stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to Wikipedia. We maybe go confirm something on another website.
Exactly.
But we're just going to be having fun. So if any of you have an idea on what to call it, like Wife Wiki or Wiki Wives.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
We're lazy. We're lazy.
Yep.
I'll say it.
Yep.
So this week, Nicole didn't have time.
Yeah.
And we accidentally jumped the gun with our schedules because we should have done true crime
2 weeks ago
instead of a serial killer.
Yeah.
So
I was a little too excited about the serial killer episode, I think.
Yeah. While I decided to stick with the murder kind of thing. We're going to talk about a recent, as in the last 20 years, case of modern day cannibalism.
Oh, I am here for it.
Okay. So.
Make me want to watch Silence of the Lambs, please.
So I cannot pronounce the last name, but I'm going to try. But the first name is Armin. I want to say it's Maywest.
Armageddon. Sorry.
Armageddon.
I am not okay. Okay, sorry.
So, he's a German man, and he was born in 1961, coincidentally the same year my parents were born.
Oh.
So this man is the age of my parents.
Could be, is he still alive? Do we know?
Oh, yeah, he's totally in prison.
Oh, love it.
So, Armin is
all I think it was Armageddon.
Armageddon. He was a computer, or is a computer repair technician who, according to Wikipedia, who achieved international attention for killing and eating a voluntary victim in 2001.
Voluntary victim.
He found this phrase. Well, no, seriously. He found this guy on the internet.
Uh-huh.
And this guy, after Armin and the victim jointly attempted to eat, the first thing they did was cut off his penis. And the guy tried to eat his own because they cooked it up.
Oh my God.
Eventually he did kill him, like after that attempt.
I can't imagine that
of eating
is a delectable piece of meat.
No, it's very cartilagey.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yes.
Well,
Don't want to think about it. I want to say something so bad, but will not.
So he then like cut this guy up and put him in the his freezer and ate a large portion of him like throughout. He was arrested in December 2002, and in January 2004, he was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years with 6 months in prison. Oh shit!
8 years
in a retrial
for manslaughter.
May 2006, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. Because of his acts, he's actually got a name. He's known as the Rottenberg Cannibal, or do you want to hear me try it in German?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
It's the Master Butcher.
Okay.
Der Metzgermeister.
Okay.
I think I did
everything
okay at
ends
that.
with Meister.
Meister. So in this, his motivation, let's see. In his early life, okay. So in his early life, he had 2 older half brothers from his father's previous relationships, and his father abandoned him with them when he was 8 years old, leaving him to be raised. This is an interesting note. During the sessions with the police, Armin had explained that his desire for cannibalism related to the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel.
Makes sense.
And had developed during his adolescent years. He also had described himself as feeling very lonesome after the family had fallen apart. Okay, here we go. Killing and cannibalism. Looking for a willing volunteer, Armin posted an advertisement on the then active The Cannibal Cafe.
Yes.
A defunct forum for people with a cannibalism fetish.
Wow.
Right? Like, this is a whole thing.
Wow.
His advertisement stated that he was looking for a normally built 18 to 25-year-old to be slaughtered, then consumed. Bernard Jurgen Armando Brandes, a 43-year-old engineer from Berlin, answered the advertisement in March 2001. Many other people responded to the advertisement but backed out, but Armin did not attempt to force them to do anything against their wills.
Wow.
So they videotaped it.
Uh-huh.
The two made a videotape when they met on the 9th of March in 2001 in Armin's home in a small town, Wustfeld, west of Rottenburg and Derfulda. Derfulda. Then this video shows Armin amputating the victim's penis with his agreement. No, it gets worse. Before doing
what makes
so,
me think of is that video that went around of someone like hammering their dick.
Yeah,
and, like beginning, like I want to say it was like 2004.
It was the Pain Olympics.
Yes. Yeah.
So the victim had swallowed 20 sleeping pills and a bottle of cough syrup, likely causing the effect of slowed breathing and extreme tiredness. The victim initially insisted that Armin attempt to bite the penis off, but it was too difficult to do, so they cut it.
I could not imagine it being difficult. They say if you bit your finger, it would be like biting a carrot.
But it's like softer in a way. Like, I don't know.
Maybe he didn't want the dick that far in his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. He used a knife, and the guy tried to eat some of his own flesh raw.
Oh, no.
Definitely content warning.
Ugh.
But then they fried it in a pan with salt, pepper, wine, and garlic, and then some of the body fat.
At least they put garlic.
But then he fed it to the dog.
Oh my god.
I know! According to the court officials who saw the video, which had not been made public, the victim was probably already too weakened from blood loss to really do anything. Then Armin ran the victim a bath before going to read a Star Trek book.
Of course.
Yeah. Literally kind of just letting him die in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And then apparently Armin had a long hesitation and prayer before he finally finished the kill. And he hung the body and like dissected it. And he hid the body parts under pizza boxes so nobody would look through his freezer and see what was going on.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And he is still in prison where he belongs.
So it was only one victim?
It was only the one victim.
And it was voluntary.
Which is why they originally did manslaughter. But when he was
Yeah.
retried, they were like, this is wrong. It was so wrong.
Yes.
Really,
Wow.
that's about it for him. There's a lot of like pop culture references.
Yes.
People use him or inspired by him stuff on like TV shows and
Okay.
things like that. I know one podcast, the one I was listening to that you definitely wouldn't listen to, was Monstro, where they told the narration. They wrote from the serial killer's point of views about their crimes. It is really
I love
dark,
that, but also would
You wouldn't-
ruin me
yes.
emotionally.
And I think they did Armin in one of the first seasons. So it's like I was already thinking, I'm gonna do this one because I'm familiar enough with it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my
Wow.
like not serial killer, just true crime.
Yes.
So did I impress you?
Oh yeah, I
You're
loved
loud.
it.
I'm picking a bow right now.
Yeah, I loved it.
Pay attention. It's time for the regularly scheduled portion of the podcast, Song of the Week.
So my song of the week is "Numb Little Bug" by M. Behold. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but I have related to this song a lot lately.
I don't know if I've ever heard
It's
it.
a TikTok.
So I probably have definitely heard it.
Like she made it for like a sound, and now it's on
a
Spotify.
song. Okay.
Yeah.
So my song
Is it a heavy metal?
No, like it's
Like,
rock.
is it your normal stuff?
Kind
Man,
of. This
she's
is
not
actually
here yet, people.
Actually,
She's
what
not
I've
here
gotten
yet.
from Therese, but it is kind of like I would say rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's called Ghost Grinder by Steam Powered Giraffes. And okay, so
I knew that was definitely a Therese song.
Therese turned my dad onto it.
Yeah.
And then now my dad is making me watch it. And now I'm a fan.
Yeah. Obviously.
And my dad said, this song, let me see if I can pull up the lyric spot. He's going to make me cry with it. This song, he wants, if he and my mom can make it to their 50th wedding anniversary, he wants to slow dance with it.
Which is
like
how
with her
far
to
away?
it.
I can't remember.
That'll be, they were married in 80.
So we got a hot minute.
Yeah, it'd be another 14 years. Because they're 36 years this year.
Gosh, I feel like they've been married so much longer.
Right?
Yeah.
So, let me find that lyric. I don't know where I'm going to go with it. They're long songs. But they all like kind of perform when they're on stage.
Yeah.
And they all have like character names.
Yeah.
And so you can like watch them and it's like a full performance.
Yeah.
It's kind of show tuney, kind of rock and roll. Whatever, there's a line in it that's super romantic that my dad loves. And so
And you're a sucker for romanticism.
and I am a sucker for romanticism and I'm a sucker for my dad. So.
Yes. Double whammy.
Double whammy.